Las Vegas, July 11th, 2026. Conor McGregor, the biggest star this sport has ever produced, is standing across the octagon from Max Holloway, and the sportsbooks have already made their decision. Holloway is the favorite. McGregor is getting plus money in his own comeback fight. On paper, that doesn't make sense. This is the man who built the modern business of the UFC, and he's walking into his own return as the underdog. Here's the timeline. McGregor last fought in July 2021, a trilogy bout against Dustin Poirier that ended when his leg snapped in round 1. 5 years, no octagon time, no test against elite opposition. In that same window, Max Holloway fought 8 times. He knocked out Justin Gaethje UFC 300 for the BMF title. He holds the record for the most total fight time in UFC history. While McGregor healed and teased a comeback on social media, Holloway was in there every few months, absorbing whatever the sport's best had to offer. Here's what makes it stranger. Holloway's last fight, in March, was a one-sided decision loss to Charles Oliveira. He didn't just lose, he lost clearly. 4 months later, the same markets still favor him over McGregor. That's the whole thesis. When a fighter with a fresh loss is favored over one of the greatest draws in combat sports history, the number isn't measuring star power. It's measuring activity and recent survival. McGregor doesn't have a loss to explain the odds. He has an absence. And apparently, that's worse. To be fair, this is still one of the most dangerous strikers the sport has seen. 19 knockouts. The first man to hold UFC titles at once. He already beat Holloway once, back in 2013. His camp says the layoff was deliberate, not damage control, timed for International Fight Week. UFC, build a card around a fighter it thinks is finished. But layoffs cost something the star power conversation skips. Georges St. Pierre lost 20 months and came back different. Anderson Silva was never quite the same after his time away. Nobody, including McGregor's own team, knows which version of him shows up at 37. That uncertainty is exactly what a betting line prices. And in 2018, UFC 229, McGregor returned from a 2-year layoff and looked sharp early against Khabib until the pace caught him in round 4. The gap didn't show in minute 1. It showed when the fight got hard. Holloway, by design, is a 15-minute volume fighter who has broken fresher men than a 5-year absent McGregor. There's also the part that has nothing to do with technique. McGregor carries a 2024 civil liability finding from a sexual assault case into this fight, a cloud that never fully cleared. Whatever you believe about it, legal distraction is the same category of variable as ring rust to a market pricing risk. So where does that leave it? Holloway is younger, has never stopped accumulating rounds, and is moving up to 170 for the first time, a weight where he may carry more raw strength than he ever had at lightweight. McGregor is fighting a familiar risk, the aging striker returning from years away against volume and pressure. It happened to Silva. It happened, partially, to McGregor himself in 2018. The real question, is McGregor still the fighter who beat Holloway in 2013, just older? Or is he a legend stepping in against a version of Holloway that bears no resemblance to the kid he beat 13 years ago? The odds have already made their prediction. On July 11th, we find out if the market was right. If you think the numbers are wrong, say so in the comments.